guys, are you feeling a little off these days? You're not alone. What about a little spiritual uplift? Sound good? All right, well, Reiki may be for you. Have you heard about it? Oh, well, buckle up, Buttercup. We're talking about it today, and it's going to be good.
Situations and conversations with Trey, Renee. Situations and conversations with Trey, Renee. Real situations, real conversations. Empowering the community leads to elevation. Entertainment and education, no better time than now. Pure enlightenment for the crowd. This is Situations and Conversations with Trey, Renee.
Hey, welcome to Situations and Conversations. I am your host, Trey Renee, and this big old smile on my face is because one of my favorite people on the planet is right here on the show today. I am so excited to have Jamie Holmes on the show today. Jamie is an energy healer and coach, and I have to tell you, full disclosure, she is also my energy healer and coach. And so I just had to share because when it's this good, you have to share. So everybody, welcome Jamie to the show.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Hi.
Thank you for having me, Trey.
Oh, no, thank you for coming.
Anyone who knows you knows your energy is off the charts.
I don't know if that's
good.
good.
Incredible energy. And everyone who knows you knows that. So we're going to talk about how to keep our energy as high as Trey today.
Yeah, wow. I don't know if anybody wants that all the time. It's a whole lot, but I'm really happy to have you here because we have been talking about sharing your gift.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this world of energy.
Oh, yes.
Because some people feel like it's this woo-woo,
out
here, kind of weird thing. And it's not.
It's not really.
No, it's not. So tell me how this energy healing and coaching works.
Sure. So I think everyone knows from a wellness perspective that there's the mind, the body, and the spirit. And with the mind, we have therapists and counselors and people who help us address our mind. With our body, of course, we have doctors and Western medicine that helps you in addressing a lot of your body. But then there's also the spirit. And it's really only in the last few decades that we're really tapping into what our spirit is in our energy body and how we can raise our vibration to really get in tune with what we're here to do in our highest potential. So what energy work really is, and we see it in many forms. There's people who do acupuncture in which they use needles to move energy, or Reiki practitioners. I'm trained in Reiki, and that's where you use the hands to move the energy of the body. And of course, we have meditation teachers and yoga teachers that also teach us how to go inward to find answers and using meditation to guide the energetic body. But we all have an energetic body, and it really extends just slightly away from our physical body. And I am lucky enough to have a gift in which I can see the aura or energetic energy around the body and tap into what is going on, whether there's blocks of energy that appear or how that energy is flowing. And I work with clients to tap into their energetic field, tell them what's going on, walk them through their energy. And as I'm doing that, I'm getting guidance, I'm getting intuitive information to help them get answers to where they're at and really to remove those energetic blocks, limiting beliefs, things that are holding us back, and then shifting that energy to get you aligned so that you're reaching your highest potential. And I love it.
And I know you do. And the thing is, I'm going to be honest with you, you know this, but I was not a believer. I wasn't into that at all, but you and I are friends.
Yes.
And so here we are talking one day, happy hour, and you tell me, you disclosed to me, you trusted me with this gift that you have. So how did you even know that this was, I mean, did you wake up as a baby and look at people and see things that other people don't?
Well, when I was a kid, really I remember about age 4 or 5, being able to see the aura outline of people and animals, and I thought it was something that everybody saw. I didn't think of it as anything that anybody else didn't see. I was a kid. But I was able as a kid to really tap into the energies of animals in particular. And I grew up on a farm where my grandfather would take me around to the different animals and say, "What's wrong with this one?" And I would be able to tell him. I was just a child. I didn't think a lot about it. And as life goes on and we get older, and out of high school, I joined the Army, and then I got into the corporate world. And those gifts were just not something I really tapped into. But then in 2009, I contracted the swine flu, which is similar to COVID-19.
Right.
And I became very ill with that. And it was really a journey of 5 years to get to true healing from all of the effects I had from that virus. It just wiped out my immune system. And I was introduced to somebody who did energy healing, and she introduced me to a lot of those concepts and ideas to shift my energy and really bring about healing. And that led me to write a book about an energy healer. And then from there, I was invited, as I interviewed other healers in writing that book, to train in it. And it was really exciting to learn about it. And I did it sort of as a side hustle for a time.
Right.
And then I stepped into the work full time just a little over a year ago.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, thank
I mean,
you.
I think that's inspirational for a lot of people,
Yes.
just on its face, that sometimes you could be doing something that's not in your purpose, and then you have to step out on faith and actually go on ahead and try it.
Yes, and it's something the world needs so much of right now, really. It's just really protecting our energy, learning how to walk in the world in our best energy, our highest vibration possible, because there's a lot going on in the world that really is draining our energy. People's circumstances, obviously COVID-19, all of that impacts our energy. So I felt if I could take my gifts and meet with people and help them to shift it, then that's what I'm here to do. And I'm so excited to be doing this work and working with people like you.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
No, and seriously though, I have to tell you, you made me a believer. Like, I can't see what you see. You say you look at me and you can see these colors and all you explain these chakras and all this, and I still don't. You know what? I don't know that I care about it as much as I care about what you have to share about myself with me that you see.
Yes.
So as long as you understand it, it's great. It's great. Okay, so you're going to hang tight.
Yes.
Because I know that you want to talk about energy as it relates to this pandemic and COVID-19.
Yes. Oh, yes.
And then, you guys, make sure you hang tight. We'll be right back. We might even get a little bit of a live reading. Jamie's here, and we're coming right back. More situations and conversations in a sec.
Self-Enhancement Inc. is the blueprint. Black founded, Black owned, Black led since 1981. What does Self-Enhancement Inc. do? Whatever it takes. We support Black students 24/7, from elementary to college and beyond. We believe that every student is created with purpose and talent specific to their unique identity. It is our collective responsibility to ensure all children have equal opportunities to thrive. If there is no food in the house, we buy groceries. If there is no family cheering section, we show up. If there's no transportation, we get them there. 98% high school graduation. More than $500,000 in scholarships awarded annually. Help us build culturally appropriate solutions by committing to contribute $10 a month right now. We need us everywhere. Invest in the blueprint today at selfenhancement.org/blueprint.
All right, we are back with Situations and Conversations, back with Jamie Holmes, who is an energy healer and coach. And Jamie,
Yes.
there's some funky energy going on with
yeah.
COVID-19.
Oh, yeah.
This pandemic, I don't know. I definitely have COVID fatigue. I'm over it. I know I'm not the only one. So many people feel so many types of ways.
yeah.
As an energy healer, I mean, what do you have to say about this energy around this pandemic?
Oh, well, the energetics of the pandemic are definitely a collective energy. Because we're all going through it. We're all feeling it. And we really need to look at this point in time, what good things have come out of this for us? What lessons have we learned? What are the good things that we can learn from it? And I know that's a hard place to be when we're kind of darkest before the dawn here, because many energy healers and people who work in energetics, myself included, believe we're in that dark before the dawn period.
Been dark for a long time.
It has, but I believe the shift is coming. A lot of us are feeling late spring into summer. Hopefully we're reaching a shift here where we get into what I would call a new normal. A new way of doing things. But
when you
it's
say
tough.
it's collective and you sense this, you have to explain that to me, because now I'm getting in the woo-woo feeling over here about how that works. So you can sit back and sort of sense when we're going to come out of this foolishness.
For sure. And one of the interesting things about it, we're talking about a collective energy, is that really all of our survival was rocked. We all were affected by this. And when it first came out, we didn't know how bad it would be. There just wasn't a lot of information around that. That's really affecting what we call our root chakra or root energy, in that when our survival is at stake, that rocks us as a collective. And everybody felt that. I don't care who you were feeling that energy through this pandemic. It also affected people's livelihoods. It affected their home situations. It affected their ability to connect with other people. All of that is going to affect our energy. So it's really important for us to understand that how we are collectively thinking about the pandemic is affecting the energy. So it's very important that everyone focus on it ending rather than being stuck in the energy of, why is this thing going on and on? Why can't we do anything? Why am I still going through this? Shift that energy into, this is ending. And it sounds a little bit sort of pie in the sky. But if you can begin to shift that and focus on the future of it, and that we're shifting out of it, it's just going to help the collective energy clear it out faster.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, so all together, this pandemic's ending. This pandemic's ending.
Please, everybody in the collective, let's start to shift out of that and get out of the negativity of it going on and on and on, the fear-based things that we're feeling. Let's release the fear. It will work out, and shift that energy so we're focused more on the future than this moment of time that we're in.
So as a coach, do you find yourself encouraging, is positive thinking part of this whole energy, or is energy just whatever it is?
Well, it depends on the state that the person is in. And sometimes our energy is there to teach us lessons. It's there to help us expand and grow. We had a question about that in the break here. And energy, we have to remember, it contracts as much as it expands. So we will have moments in our lives where there's contraction. And that means we may go through some pain. We may go through some suffering. We may go through loss. To contract that energy and learn and grow and experience that, so that we can expand past it and go beyond where we were before. We grow, we expand, we learn. That's what we're here to do.
I agree. I agree. We are here to grow, to learn, expand, leave our mark somehow, some way, in a positive way, impact on other people. And I know that's what you're all about. This is what we bonded over in the first place. And so I love that you are sharing this. Are you up for maybe some actual questions, a little live read?
Let's hear it.
Okay, let's get our very first question.
The first question is, I've been experiencing pain in my back, and I think I need to go to a back doctor, but could that be bad energy, or I don't know. I'm just a little confused.
That's a good question to ask. So anytime you're having pain in the physical body, I want to make a point that energetics is never a replacement for traditional medicine. Okay. So that's very important. Energetics is meant to complement traditional medicine or other modalities that you may use. It's absolutely a complement. It is not a replacement. So if you were having issues with your back, obviously you'd want to see a doctor about that. Where energetics can come in is as a complement to that. So you would come in and talk about how you can address the energetic of that pain. And a lot of the time, an energetic will begin with a situation that's happened in our lives in which we're holding on to the emotions in that moment. It could be something bad that's happened to us, and we're having a hard time processing or releasing that. It will show up first as emotions that show up, anger, frustration, all those negative emotions. And over time, that can become inflammation in the physical body, which eventually could become dis-ease in the body. And the energetic work of that is the ability to tap into what may be the root cause of that block and helping the client to walk through that energy. And if they're willing and they want to release it, let it go. And then you can find more ease and flow of that energy. That's where energetics can really help with pain or disease in the body.
Yeah, because I've watched you. I mean, when we're working together, I literally see you moving things out of the way, releasing certain time. I mean, your hands are furiously moving, you know, and I do physically feel a sense of calm when I'm doing my part.
Yeah.
To walk through some of that frustration, anger, pain, and release some of that. It really does manifest in the body, but I didn't believe that until I started working with you. So thank God for you. Okay, we have another question.
So people come to you seeking guidance to find higher energy. Does their energy ever transfer to you? Like, do you have to cleanse yourself or?
Oh, for sure.
Ooh, that's a good
That's
one.
a really good question. For me personally, as an energy healer, before I begin, will do a meditation in which I'm tapping into the person that I'm going to be seeing, and I'm opening up my connection to be able to be a channel for good energy coming in, and also to shield me from anything that isn't for my highest good or for the client's highest good. Energy healing is always about the highest good. So when you're in a session, it isn't about the bad vibes. It isn't about the bad things. We're always bringing forward any sort of messages or any information that's for your highest good. Always. Yeah. So keep that in mind. It's not ever going to be anything that's going to be negative or scary or voodoo in that way. It's always for your highest good to help you reach healing and highest potential.
But you had to learn that.
I
You
did.
had to figure that out because
you do have to clear afterwards too.
That's what I was going to say, because you've shared some things where it's like
it will stick.
Sometimes it can intrude and come in on you, and
yes.
you're like, get that off me.
And you have to get practiced in releasing that and cutting those cords. And that's something that I teach my clients too, because anytime you're in a room, we're in a room today, we're open to everyone's energy, and learning how to clear your own energy is something I teach my clients. And it's so important to do, especially if you are a high vibration person, or you're a person who is what you would call empathic and can feel others' energy.
That's good stuff. Okay, one last question.
What's your first instinct when you come across somebody with negative, low energy?
My first instinct, I think if I'm working with someone, are they open to raising their vibe? Are they open to changing their energy? Some people are not open.
Really?
To changing
Just
it. Yeah, for
sitting in
sure.
their funky, miserable energy.
Yes, and it could be part of their life path to do that. They may be in a time in their life where they're processing what has happened to them, that they're really walking through the shadow part of their journey. And that is okay to be in that state, by the way. You are exactly where you need to be at all times. We all need to remember that. And it can't always be high vibe all the time.
Yeah,
there are going to be times in our lives where we walk in the shadows. We're walking through that dark energy, but it's teaching us lessons. It's helping us to expand and grow. It's helping us to release the past, limiting beliefs. And we have to learn from that energy in order to release it, and then again, expand into where we're headed. And that's how we raise our vibe.
Gotcha.
Sometimes we have to process that negative stuff.
Gotta raise the vibes.
We do.
Gotta
That's what it's
raise
all
the
about.
vibes.
Yes.
Jamie, thank you so much.
Yes.
Now, before I let you go, I know that you have a special offering for our viewers.
I do. I wanted to, just for Trey's wonderful audience here, for any of you on Instagram, my handle is _Jamie J. Holmes. Find me on Instagram. And if you have something that you're struggling with or need some clarity on, send me a DM. And give me a few days to answer, include your name for me, and I can tap in and give you some guidance on what I'm seeing and what I'm intuitively pulling up for you. So send through only one, please. I can't take 25. But if you'd like to do
inundated.
that, send me a note and follow me. And I am sharing lots of high vibe information and tools and tricks and ways that you can stay in your best energy in the times that we're living in.
I am so excited, not only for the viewers, but for you.
Thank
because
you.
I know that you have fully stepped into this.
Yes.
And if anybody is going to create some energy change, it's going to be you.
Thank you.
And you're going to help us do it. So thank you so
much.
much. Oh my gosh, you guys, her
Thank
website, Jamie's website is on the screen. You already heard her offer, so please take her up on that. And oh my gosh, just so grateful. Just so grateful. Thank you guys. Let's give it up for Jamie. All right, you guys, we will be right back. Don't go away. I do believe Hey Trey is coming up, so hang on.
We all deserve the opportunity to reach our full potential. Since 1981, Self-Enhancement Incorporated has been a one-stop resource for youth and families in the Portland metro area. For over 40 years, SEI has helped more than 16,000 students and families each year. SEI needs your help. Visit selfenhancement.org/donate. Your gift will change someone's life. Visit selfenhancement.org/donate to learn more.
Welcome back to Situations and Conversations. Now it's time for you to get involved with Hey Trey. Now you ask me a question, so I'm ready. What you got?
Thanks, Trey. And we're here at DB Nation Studios with another Hey Trey segment.
Hey, Trey, we have a community member that has a community question for you.
Take a look.
So when you first start dating a woman, is the expectation that a man should pay for everything, or is the cost shared?
So what's your favorite daytime talk show?
Situations and Conversations.
First, thank you for watching and thank you for your question. I think you're also trying to get me in trouble, but I'm going to do my best to answer this as honestly as I can. I do believe I come from the background of some chivalry. Somebody should be paying. Now, here's the thing. When you first start dating, who's asking who out on the date? Because if you're the one asking, then you should be the one paying. And in my opinion, that's hands down, period, the way it should go. Now, when you start moving down the line, I don't know, you start to learn a little bit more about each other. Maybe you know more about somebody else's financial situation. Maybe you just have more conversation around, dating and who's going to pay for what. Conversation is always key. I feel like I say that all the time on this show. You have to have proper communication. And the assumptions are where people get in trouble. So on that very first date, when whoever is doing the asking is asking, if you're not clear, then you need to say, so I'm just curious, should I be prepared to, pay a little something? And they'll let you know. Is it romantic? Not so much. But is it going to be more effective so you can be prepared? Absolutely. All right. Now, you can tell them I said it. We'll be right back with more Situations and Conversations after this.
Urban League of Portland presents COVID Conversations.
Bukosi Dube here, public health physician, also in public policy. We're talking about herd immunity and why that's still a thing. So what is herd immunity? It's the point at which we have enough people in the in the community vaccinated. And that number varies depending on what the disease is. For COVID-19, we're hoping that if 85 to 90% of the population is vaccinated, that's when we'll have reached herd immunity. Again, those numbers vary depending on who you talk to, but if we get about 85 or 90% of the population vaccinated, that should provide sufficient protection.
COVID Conversations are brought to you by Urban League of Portland, empowering Black communities in Portland and Southwest Washington since 1945. For more information, head to ulpdx.org.
Press release marketing is the solution for small business owners wearing way too many hats. We suggest you talk to a professional today about outsourcing your marketing campaigns and strategies. To book a complimentary consult, visit justpressrelease.com today.
All right, welcome back to Situations and Conversations, and now it's time for Artist Spotlight. I love this part of the show where we get to highlight local artists. As a matter of fact, my guys Asa and Javen are out in the community right now. So guys, who's in the spotlight?
Thanks, Trey. And we're here at DB Nation Studios with another amazing Artist Spotlight performance. Hey, I'm Asa Spade.
I'm Javen Harper with P-Town Media. We have a great artist that's going to bless the stage this week. This artist's vocal has amazing, strong vocal power, and you'll be in love with her killer pop hooks. Please help me welcome Ilana Rich.
Take a look.
That goes through the window. I'm trying to change my mind about the way I feel about said that the visions in my head are telling me to let it be, baby. I heard what you said, but the voices in my head are begging me to set me free, baby. Faces in the mirror, I'm fighting to align. Rising up through all the ash on yesterday. Angels are meant to fly, and when I'm feeling like I want more, I take a sip, anticipating no reaction when you're not there. Shallow places down in my bones, and I pick up the past like a glittery connection. Feeling jaded in the whispers. Now I'm looking at myself like, do I really know her? I've got a taste for chasing euphoria. I'm always misled, but the visions in my head are telling me to let it be, baby. I heard what you said, but the voices in my head are begging me to set me free.
Alana Rich, amazing performance. You just blazed the studio right here at the Artist Spotlight. Hey, tell us a little bit about the next projects that you got coming up so that way the people could be aware.
Right. So I've been in the studio working on a couple more electronic pop sounds, and they should be rolling out in the next few months, tentatively starting March. So keep an eye out for that. You can find me on all social medias and Spotify, Apple Music, Alana Rich.
There you go.
Well, I have a question for you. What is your writing process like in the studio?
So typically, I will write a song before I hit the studio. When I'm in the studio, we kind of lay down the bass vocals, and we'll kind of build up from there. Luckily, I have a team that I work with that is really great with coming up with like harmonies and.
Okay, thank you. Well, we look forward to seeing you, inviting you again on the set. And Trey, back to you.
Thank you, Alana Rich. That was amazing. We like the vibes, girl. We like the vibes. And thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, I want to thank our special guest today, Jamie Holmes. Oh my gosh, please take her up on her offer. DM her. You guys have the information, but don't overwhelm her. The energy has got to be flowing in the most positive vibration possible. So anyway, I want to thank her. Again, I want to thank you guys for hanging out. I do love and appreciate you for it. God willing, we will be back together again next week. But until then, you know what to do. Take care of you so that you can take care of other people. When you think me, think we. And when you think you, think two. See you next time.
Special thanks to our presenting sponsor, Self-Enhancement Inc., Youth Potential Realized. And thanks to our friends at Peace Health, Urban League of Portland, Holla, and Home Place Furniture and Design. Situations and Conversations with Trey Renee is a Bum Juice Entertainment production in conjunction with Thomas Chung Films, P-Town Media, Press Release Marketing, Robin Allen Style, and Hype Her Ventures. Situations and Conversations with Trey Renee, Saturdays at 10 a.m. on Fox 12 Plus.